So Millie,
That's that word.
on Carter Reel, no worries. On page 4, it's a THA, but can we give them a Thursday? We'll give you Thursday. That's not a problem. Let's just go with her. Sounds good. Have a seat, okay? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, let's do that. No driving without permission of the court at this time. Thanks. Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see who's next. Ms. Raul. Ms. From the next one that I have, he's got 3 cases. 2 of them need PC and the third one does not. Last name is Pedrosa. First name Javier, Pedroza. Javier Pedrosa. So the PC that I need is on his possession case and interference, and the assault. They've already been PC found. All right, good morning. So you are Javier Pedrosa? Is that you? Okay. Ms. Pedrosa, you do not have a lawyer today, right? Ms. Pedrosa, I just wanted to inform you of being charged with 3 offenses, okay? You are being charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance. You're being charged with the offense of interference with the duties of a public servant, and you're being charged with the offense of assault. I noticed that the interference with the duties of a public servant and the possession of a controlled substance happened on the same day. And then I see that you have an assault case that was alleged to have occurred back on August of last year. So that's okay. What we're going to do, hang on. What we're going to do is the court is going to ask the assistant district attorney to read to me the facts surrounding why you were arrested and charged with the possession of a controlled substance and the interference with the duties of a public servant that happened back this month. When she's reading the facts of those cases, sir, I don't want you to say anything. I just want you to listen. After I hear the facts of those cases, the court is going to determine whether there exists enough probable cause to continue with those cases. If the court does find probable cause, then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what you're being charged with. On those 2 cases, we're going to talk about what you, any conditions of bond the court may impose, and then we'll talk about attorney on all 3 of your cases. All right, so Ms. Walker, let me hear PC on the possession and interference case.
On February 2nd, officer observed defendant throwing trash outside of his vehicle in the parking lot of a convenience store in a public place. Officer identified defendant by his Texas driver's license and observed that the defendant had a warrant up for his arrest from Harris County. Officer confirmed the warrant with dispatch. Officer then attempted to detain the defendant. The defendant immediately turned around and placed both of his hands in the front pocket of his hoodie. Officer gave verbal commands to the defendant to place his hands behind his back. Defendant flexed his arms and stiffened his arms, preventing officer and partner from placing the defendant's arms behind his back. Officer took defendant to the ground and was able to place his hands behind his back. Officer observed a vial fall from defendant's clothing while being taken to the ground. Officer observed the vial to contain 1.02 grams of Xanax. Defendant did not have a prescription for these pills.
All right, Mr. Pedrosa, the court is going to find that there is sufficient probable cause to continue with 2 of your cases. The court is going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to continue with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, and also with the interference with the duties of a public servant. The interference case, sir, is a Class B misdemeanor, which means that you can get up to 6 months in the county jail and up to a $2,000 fine. The possession of a controlled substance case is a Class A misdemeanor, which means that you can get up to 1 year in the county jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Now, those 2 offenses were alleged to have occurred on February the 2nd of this year. You have another case that you're being charged with the offense of assault. That particular case, sir, was an offense that was alleged to have occurred May 23rd of 2024, May 23rd. there is a person by the name of Daryl Collins that's accusing you of this offense. Now, what I see is it looks like that there was an investigation that was being done by the Constables Precinct 6. What I see on that particular case is that they were dispatched over to a residence on New Orleans Street in Houston. They met with a person, let's see. It looks like they met with an individual that they identify as Javier Pedrosa. Then they spoke to a Daryl Collins. And he is saying that he was slapped on the cheek by you, which caused him pain. He told the officers that after the slap, you grabbed him and took him to the floor and restrained him. Other tenants in the building came over to separate you and him. Then they called police and they waited for them to arrive. Let's see. Then they said the person that they detained was the individual that slapped Mr. Collins. They did an investigation. It looks like you were released at that time. And then you went over to LBJ Hospital, it looks like. Okay. So afterwards, afterwards, it looks like the Precinct 6 Constable's office contacted the district attorney's office, and there were charges filed against you on August 29th of 2024. And so there was a warrant issued for your arrest. So when these two other offenses that occur on February, they issued that warrant. And so they took you in on that too. So you have 3 cases. All right. Now, I do see that in reference to your assault case, you did go before a magistrate judge, a judge at the jail. You were released on bonds on all 3 of your cases. But I do see that the magistrate judge went ahead and issued a condition of bond on the assault case. Specifically, the magistrate judge says do not have any contact with Daryl Collins. Do not call him, text him, email him. Do not go over to his residence. And I also see that the magistrate judge ordered that you do not possess any firearms or any weapons. Were you given a copy of those conditions of bond? Do you remember?
I did, but I lost them on my way out.
All right, no worries. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll give you a copy of those.
Yes,
Now,
please.
I also am going to issue conditions of bond on your other 2 cases. So, Ms. Garcia, this is Pedrosa, the page 15, the possession interference.
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Pedrosa, the court's going to order while you're on bond, you're not to possess any firearms or any weapons. While you're on bond, you're not to consume any controlled substance that you do not have a prescription for. No illegal drugs. Now, these conditions of bond are going to remain until this case is over with. I'm going to ask you to sign these conditions of bond on your 2 new cases. If you violate any of these conditions, you're subject to having the bond that you're currently on revoked and you'll be taken to custody. And if you would, Ms. Garcia, if you can print them the bond conditions on the assault.
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Pedrosa, you're going to need an attorney to represent you on this case. There's 2 options regarding a lawyer. I can reschedule your case to allow you time to hire an attorney of your own choice, or would you like the court to appoint you an attorney?
I'll get a court.
You want a court appointed attorney? No worries. I will go ahead and appoint you an attorney in all 3 of these cases. All right, sir. Do you have any questions on anything that I've mentioned to you, sir?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right. Right behind you at the table is my pretrial officer. Go with her. Sounds conditions. Have a seat. I'll appoint you a lawyer. Millie, page 15 and 16, Pedrosa, 3 cases, court appoint. Mr. Strauss, good morning.
Judge, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. What you got this
Your Honor,
morning?
I'm pushing on an arraignment on Mr. Garza.
Garza? Okay, give me 1 second here.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see here. Okay, is he Spanish speaking?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. And I haven't heard PC on it. Would you like the court to hear it?
No.
All right, so let's call him Luis Garza and Ms. Rome. This is on Luis Garza. Hi, good morning, sir. You are Luis Garza?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Garza, you're here with the attorney, Mr. Strauss. I just wanted to inform you, sir, of what you're being charged with. you're being charged with the offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon. That is a Class A misdemeanor, which means that you can get to 1 year in the county jail and, and up to a $4,000 fine. I see that this was an offense that was alleged to have occurred February 2nd of this year. I see that you were arrested in this charge. You didn't go to jail. So what I'm going to do, sir, is I'm going to ask the assistant attorney to read to me the facts surrounding that you were arrested and charged with this offense to determine the type of conditions of bond that the court's going to impose. So, Mr. Raul, let me hear PC on Mr. Garza's case.
On February 2nd, officers observed a vehicle traveling northbound on 11200 block of East Texas Freeway in Harris County, Texas. The vehicle was going 78 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone. The vehicle was a black GMC Sierra, but the license plate returned a Volkswagen vehicle. Officer conducted traffic stop. Officer observed defendant in driver's seat and learned that the defendant did not possess an operator's license. A passenger was in the passenger seat of the vehicle. As defendant stepped out of the vehicle, officer observed a black handgun in plain view between the center console and the driver's seat with two 12-ounce Modelas in the cup holder. Defendant claimed ownership of everything in the car.
All right, Ms. Garza, then the court's going to order the following conditions of bond. Ms. Garcia, this on page 7, Luis Garza. So, Mr. Garza, the court's going to order while you're in bond, you will be prohibited from possessing any firearms or any weapons. This condition of bond, sir, is going to remain until this case is over with. I'm going to ask you to sign this condition of bond. You will be given a copy of this condition. If you violate this condition of bond, sir, you're subject to having the bond that you're currently on revoked, and you can be taken to custody. Now, we are going to reschedule your case to allow time for your attorney to gather all the evidence that he needs. On your next court date, sir, you do not have to come back to court. You let your attorney take care of your case. He will let you know if and when it's necessary for you to return to court. All right, Mr. Garza, do you have any questions on anything that I mentioned to you? Mr. Strauss, any questions?
Sir.
All right, right behind you. My preacher also go with her. Sounds conditions. Have a seat and just get a date for Millie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Judge. I am here on Charles Porter.
Charles Porter.
I think they still need to do his fingerprint, but Judge, item number 2 and a 248, and they are calling me, and I just wanted to see if I can.
Go over there.
Please, first.
Hold on. Is it ready to go?
I needed to fix it. They need to.
You did what?
They gotta refile. All right, are you set for trial today?
I am set for trial.
All right,
Judge.
you need to go upstairs and check in.
Yes, I think the jury's coming at 10:30. I was trying to.
Are you going to trial for sure?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know
I
yet?
could, but
Okay. What court is this?
248. I can go, I didn't want to have a court waiting.
No, I know. Yeah, is that okay? Can we do it on paper? We'll do it quick.
Yes.
Is it a, multiple cases,
The
right?
3 are gonna be dismissed with Ken on the DWI 40 days. He has credit for all the time served.
Oh, okay, so then that's fine. So can we do it on paper? All right, I know, I need for you to get out of here quick.
Kelsey said we're going to feature city.
Oh, okay,
So
that's
I'll just
fine.
get their signatures.
Okay. All right, so it's 40 days credit for 14? Okay, and then plead true to the enhancement, which is the C quarter. So she's gonna, Nancy's gonna print you out the documents. So just have your client sign those.
Well, they already signed it.
Oh, they are signed, oh,
And then we can get this on from after.
okay.
That's-
All right, so let's do this then. So are you ready, Nancy? All right, so let's call you client up. Charles Porter, he's got an assault bodily injury prior in 2019.
Yeah, then I thought I was being here prior.
Yeah, it's enhanced.
Oh, the enhanced.
Yeah, the enhanced, okay.
So that's true.
Okay, all right, so you are Charles Porter. Mr. Porter, you're charged with, in this court with 4 cases. You're charged with the offense of harassment, you're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, you're charged with the offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon, 2 of those. The state is dismissing your 2 unlawfully carrying of a weapons case, and they're dismissing the harassment case. And we're going to resolve your driving while intoxicated case. So, Mr. Porter, you're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated. That is a Class B misdemeanor, which means that you can get up to 6 months in the county jail and up to a $2,000 fine. You signed some documents this morning. One of the documents that you signed is this document right here. This document, sir, says that you have certain constitutional rights. This document says that you have a right to have a jury trial, a right to confront any witnesses that may testify against you at that trial, and a right for your attorney to cross-examine those witnesses. However, when you sign this document, sir, you give up all of those rights. Do you understand? Now, Ms. Porter, I do have to advise you that under federal law, if you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty could result in your deportation, denial of naturalization, or admissions to this country. You also signed 2 other sets of documents. One of them says that after today, you do not have a right to appeal your case. Your case ends today. And the other document that you signed, sir, says after today, there's not going to be any more work or investigations done by your attorney or the attorneys for the state. Your case is final today. Do you understand, sir? Mr. Porter, did you sign all of these documents freely and voluntarily? Has anyone forced you to sign any of these documents? And has your attorney answered all your questions that you have regarding your case? Mr. Porter, to the offense of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty? Are you pleading guilty because you are? And is it true that you were convicted of the offense of assault in 2019? Is that true or not true? All right, Mr. Porter, on your plea of guilty and true, the court finds you guilty of the offense of driving while intoxicated, assesses your punishment as per the plea agreement at 40 days in the county jail. You will be given credit for 14 days that you've already served. That's time served, no more jail time. Any court costs that you might owe, I'm going to run it concurrent with your time, which means that you will not have to pay any money to the county. And as a result of this conviction, there will be a suspension of your driver's license for a period of 90 days. All right, sir, do you have any questions on anything that I mentioned to you, sir? Ms. Alexander, any questions?
No, Judge, I just wanted to see if I could provide evidence to the court regarding the super fine.
Oh, you don't have to do that. He's been found indigent, so
Yes, sir.
what we'll do is if you don't mind, just fill that out
Yes,
and
sir.
turn it to my clerk, and I'll waive all those fees.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are you welcome? All right, Ms. Porter, if you would step over here to my left, and good luck to you, sir. All right, let's see who's next. James Hawthorne, are you here? Come up, sir. Sir. I remember speaking to you last time. How are you? You were going to try to get your license valid. Were you able to get it?
So I've been working on it.
Okay, do you?
I haven't had it in 12 years.
Okay.
But I still have to do the course over again.
All right. Did they tell you how much time that you can do that, or how long do you need?
I actually have to go to court tomorrow in Montgomery County.
Okay.
And my lawyer, we're down there, she's getting it all together for me. I had Oak Ridge, Willis, and Conroe PD.
Is that for something else?
No, it's well, I had like 47 points.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
And I got them all cleared out.
Okay.
And I still owe the fees.
Got for those.
Yeah, a lot of them turn to under fees, but I have to pay Conroe fee.
All right. Did they tell you how much it is that you owe?
About $2,200.
That's a lot. Okay. Do you think that you can take care of those?
It's putting me on a hold because
Yeah.
the job that I do is like 3 months at a time, so I can't leave not knowing when I'm gonna have a court date or anything.
All right. Let me ask you this. How much time do you think that you're gonna need to try to take care of all of this?
I'll be once I get done with my court in Montgomery, like tomorrow,
Yes,
then I will know exactly then when I be able to.
because I don't mind giving you another court date. I just need to get an idea of how much time you need. So if I give you like 45 days, would that help you? All right, let's do this. Then we're gonna reset your case because I really want you to get this taken care of. Because if you're able to take care of it, your case is gonna go away. All right, so Millie, this is on page 8. Hawthorne, he's pro se. He's trying to get his license back. Let's give him 45 days and see if he's able to pay all the fees that he needs to try to get his license back. All right, so if you would, Mr. Hawthorne, go right there to my coordinator and she'll give you a date, okay? And try to do your best. All right, thank you. All right, let's see here.
How you doing, Council?
All right, let's see who's next.
We got new chief start today.
Oh, sorry.
Over there.
Presario Osornio.
Minus, last and felonies, sorry, every 7 in.
Yeah, we're gonna
A lot.
It's 36264. This
We're almost.
Good morning, sir. Is it Aldier Osorio? Aldir Presadio, right? Okay. All right. You don't have a lawyer right now, right? All right. All right, Mr. Preciado. Mr. Preciado. All right. You're here because you're charged with 2 offenses. You're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, and you're charged with the offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon. I spoke to you, it looks like last time. I noticed that you were given some conditions of bond last time. One of the conditions that you were given is for you to get what's called an portable interlock device. Have you gotten that?
I have it, I spoke with them and they said the court has authorized,
I don't think to dismiss the
activities.
Okay, let me see. Ms. Garcia, this is on page 13. Let's
Yes,
see.
I don't see anything regarding contact with the
I just wanna ask a
defendant.
little
I
feedback.
see attempts to contact him, but no,
They just moved.
the case manager hasn't been able to get a hold of him.
It doesn't matter, even when you guys.
Right. I see that you were here January 10th. We ordered that portable device. You met with my pretrial officer and did you go across the street? Okay, did you give them, did they give you a list of providers, people that you can go and get? And then you try to get an appointment with one? Okay, and you went?
I had the device already, they said all I had to do was call and have them activated.
Okay, did you call?
Yeah, I called and they said they needed a approval from the court.
It's been approved. I see it right here. All right, Ms. Garcia, do you see agency pay?
Yes, Your Honor, and I do see that on the tenth, whenever he was given conditions,
Okay,
reported in person, and then the pretrial officer referred them to the agency program, so everything should be fine for you to get the device. I do see that they attempted to contact him, but they haven't been able to.
do you have a number for, do you see a number for him or an email?
No, Your Honor,
Okay.
I just have like the confirmation that the case manager provided the agency program, like his case and everything should be good on that end. But he hasn't gotten the device yet, and the case manager tried to contact him, but he wasn't responding, he hasn't been responding.
Whenever they call you, you need to answer.
Make sure the same number is the last one. or
I
do you
have no idea.
number?
When you spoke to the pretrial officer, did you give them your number?
Yes, I did.
It's not on there, right? Do you,
I
right?
do have a phone on file, it's
I'll drop the contact.
What's the last 4 digits?
0996.
Okay, so they tried calling you. You didn't answer. So, you need to answer those calls. All right, so what can we do next then, Ms. Garcia? Have them go over P 249?
Yes, because I don't know, it's, he reported the same day.
Yes.
When he was given conditions, so he should, should already be with either Smart Start
Yeah.
or the provider.
All right, so do you have the machine now or you
I
do
have a
not?
device that's what we were planning on trying to go to that, place so we could get it activated there.
Just
Sorry,
start.
I
All you gotta do is go.
Yeah,
Everything's all ready to go.
It's on the way here.
All right, so you need to get that device today and get it activated. I already see paperwork that says that the county is gonna pay for it, so you should have no reason. Make sure that you get that today, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see. Secondly, what's going on with your attorney situation?
I haven't been able to work with it since I wasn't able to go back to Lake Charles. I've been here.
All right, so let's do this. Do you want me to appoint you a lawyer this morning?
Yes.
I'll appoint you a lawyer. All right, Mr. Prasad, do you need to see him?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so if you would just have a seat, I'll appoint you a lawyer today, but make sure you get that machine today, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thanks. Millie?
Yes.
Page 13 and 14, Preciado, court appoint.
Okay.
So do I need to just put on there, Ms. Garcia, continue supervision?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, continue supervision. Okay. Daryl Bodie, coming up, sir. Nancy, that's not mine.
Oh, I was looking for it, bro.
Yes, sir, come on up.
It's okay.
All right, good morning, sir.
Take court reporter for these proceedings, please.
All right, give me 1 second. Before I bring my court reporter out, let's just talk. Let's just kind of talk right now. I know that you emailed my coordinator in the court about getting another date.
Yes. Your Honor.
I don't mind giving you a date. I just couldn't do that online like you were requesting because I wanted to talk to you. I do not mind giving you another date. I do remember you were asking for April, I think.
April 21, sir.
And is that the day that your attorney will be available?
No, the attorney would be available, just so I don't misspeak. I checked my. Would be available to me on March 27th. And then that would have me time to prepare.
Oh, okay. And what date are you asking for?
Anytime after 21st of April or anytime thereafter.
So you're meeting your attorney on the 27th of March.
Well, the council, if I may refer to it as
Okay,
council,
that's fine.
would be March 27th.
And then you're requesting to come back to court on what day? April what?
The court would reset it for any time, the 21st of April or after.
Why so long? The 21st, if you're meeting with your counsel the 27th of March.
I would like to be able to work with the attorney and also generate the funds
Oh,
as I'm retired and I do handyman work.
All right.
Sorry, I don't want to go too far in my.
no, that's okay. You don't have to. So if I reset you, you want after April 21st?
Yeah.
Because I can reset you April 21st. That's a Monday.
It is a Monday? Okay.
Yes, I can reset you for that day if you want me to.
Please, sir.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Your Honor.
All right, so if I do reset you for that day, do you anticipate having counsel come to court that day also to represent you on this
I
case?
do.
Okay, let's do this then. Talk to your counselor. He has to submit documentation to this court.
Okay.
He can do that prior to the 21st.
Okay.
And any attorney that does this type of work, they know exactly what to do. You know, and then once that's taken care of, then we'll reset your case for 21st and just come to court on that day and we'll talk. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, that's quite fair.
All right.
Thank you very much. But one question.
Yes, sir.
What is the deadline for that submittal?
Well, there's not necessarily a deadline. I don't want to give you a deadline yet. I'm pretty flexible.
Pardon
You know.
me for my hearing.
No worries. You're okay. I'm pretty flexible. I mean, I want to work with you. I want to be able to work with you so that you can have somebody here that's going to help you with this case. So there's not necessarily a deadline, but if you're requesting the 21st of April, I don't mind giving you the 21st of April. Okay, that's fine. And then I just need for you to come to court on that day with your counselor. Okay? All right, sir. Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So if you would just have a seat, we'll give you that date, April 21st.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Lily?
Yes, sir.
On page 3, Bodie,
Yes.
let's give him April 21st THA. Yes, appearance required. Okay, Ms. Strong, looks like that's all I have for now. I'm just waiting for some lawyers to come over.
I'm good.
I think when I started playing at night, I'll do the top.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Jean, okay. Okay, thanks. They both have lawyers. Okay, thank you.
Nice job.
But then we also have another sovereign citizen who says that he went to, school at Berkeley. Yeah, no, there's no. Other, who was that? What was this dude's name who said he went to law school? No, no, lawyer. He said that he was licensed in California.
Because it's gonna come out, that's not understand.
And I'm so far.
And he said he was gonna shut the case. He's gonna come back for a hearing or something.
No, he's up tomorrow. I mean, he's up listening.
The Miss Potts.
No. Like.
Hey,
Got your part.
yeah, it's been almost an hour.
Really? Is your first date?
Yes.
Really? I'm gonna be too.
Oh, since then.
It's like.
Wow. Cool. That was in 5, remember?
Remember when we were intern?
Yeah.
That's what you're on.
Big time.
You're a good sport about this, I'm like. Take their sick, you know? You about that.
I was so embarrassed.
Well, same thing, it's super, I was on there.
Yeah, you can see.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I'm happy to. I know, I just said, I didn't watch
Okay, so. I just want to find.
I got
It's actually, it's, Jose de Jesus Gonzalez.
Wow.
It's a hands-on.
Oh, he's from Jesus. We're not from Jesus. Everyone's a bad stuff. I was a family that it's not funny.
Paper tags?
Yeah.
You do a time show?
I eat cockroach.
I see your news. I'm good.
Is that what, so did you know I'm getting over for I didn't ask me a question? Fred?
No.
Oh,
That was
like,
complete coincidence.
yeah.
Because I had asked you that, and then I walked back, and then it came out, and I was like, did I like have to?
Yeah,
So I
that's
didn't even know
funny.
that.
Are you now in the office that Deanna was in?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
You were
was
before, right?
Yeah, it was nice. But it was really cold when it was cold out or hot when it was hot out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always warm at me.
And I'm supposed to go to my friend Brianna.
It was cool though, I'm kind of weird.
I don't know.
Around next to it.
Yeah.
We're like,
Just around the corner.
we're all like smushed together pretty much.
Okay.
It's like you have to go through their office to get to my office.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the old copy room.
I'm in
Oh,
the
you
old,
share?
I'm in the old supply back room,
Me and
yeah.
James are in the copy room and she in the closet.
I'm in the old supply closet.
Oh, God.
Actually pretty nice, because nobody goes back.
No shit. Oh my God, this is so funny.
Oh, James is here, but Chandler has been holding all of the interns to prepare for that, doing the Pavel
What
audio.
are the interns doing with it though?
They're putting together all the criminal history packets and everything. About highlighting and everything they need to know and stuff. But they didn't get out until like 3.
That's what he said, yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
He would not go review, but that's court, I think.
Oh, let me get y'all's numbers. What? I could do the PCI, new plate, new
Totally right.
driver's license, we can't get that stuff.
But I mean, I get it, if people are getting us. Like, why should us get into the beginning for it now?
That's what,
You tell me.
yeah.
Regardless if anything else, if he gets found guilty, something, that's gonna be. Anyways. You should go, I was saying,
No,
So if you want to do filings, you can.
Yes.
I'm very tough. Okay,
I
cool.
should have started out with my dismissal.
No, that's okay.
That's true, but I should have felt like. I want to use several strategy.
Huh.
It would be very clear, because that's not
Did
So you'll find people there.
Custom Suit Girl follow you on LinkedIn?
Custom suit.
Oh,
Yes. I thought
So, yeah, he's gonna say-
it's like, she was just.
she's doing
Oh,
well.
and the kid, what's that him too?
Oh, James.
Yeah.
It's right.
Where's my boy James?
Chief was going for it. Jeez.
He's the best.
He's like the Iron Fist of it.
Okay.
James is a screening manager.
Yeah. Oh, great.
So nice.
I hate screwing. Oh, and then, yeah, so my two things, grips, very important, and then just being prepared for your next trial. Motion, not mislead.
I have a CW going today
Oh, cool.
for the trespass.
Oh my God, what?
It's fun. So my two cases.
Yeah, you need to show us a video.
It's an interference with public duties and trespass. Those are two sides, and they're both hilarious. It's the only reason, that's the only reason I'm taking them. But James, if he can get out on Tuesday, he's able to go to the 4-year, whichever one.
That's a good name.
James Roberts.
Yeah.
Presidential.
He has a family that's such a.
Can I send you the case that I have set for next week, that I think there's no way we can.
I swear to God, the both, it's every single time they're always on board, and then those is like set for trial, and they never.
Yeah.
Do y'all have that, I just bored you the shit that I didn't have if you've like been here. But I'll check this. And you're like, okay, let me just send it to y'all.
And then what I would do is publish John.